Dear students of the third secondary stage, welcome back to our episode today on the Egyptian TV. Today we have a new lesson with definitions, vocabulary, grammar, and plenty of exercises to have. Be ready with us, get your paper and pen, and let's start together what we have for definitions today. The first word that we're going to have today is the word carpenter. Carpenter is Naggar, excellent. He's someone whose job is making or repairing wooden objects. Export, to export أصدر, to import أستورد. To export is to send and sell goods to another country. Mass production, mass لوحدها كتلة، لكن لما أقول mass production, it's the making of large quantities of products, usually in a factory. Mechanized, mechanized جاية من كلمة mechanism, mechanism is the noun. Mechanized is done by machines or using machines. يعني لما تقول حاجة مميكنة أو حاجة معمولة عن طريق المكن. Ordinary معتاد, it's not special, unusual, or different from other things. So it's something that is very usual. Standard of living. يعني إيه standard of living؟ يعني مستوى المعيشة. The amount of money people have to spend and how comfortable their life is. To transform, to transform غير to transport. To transport بنقل، لكن to transform بغير من شيء لشيء كشكل. Change someone or something completely, especially in a way that improves them. زي لما تقول مثلا حد لبس لبس معين, so it transformed him to another different character. A workshop, what's a workshop? The workshop is a room or a building where tools and machines are used to make or repair. بمعنى ورشة. ممكن نستعملها workshop ورشة حقيقية, وممكن نستخدمها workshop اللي هي ورشة العمل اللي احنا ممكن نعمل فيها محاضرة أو تدريب. Now we're going to go to the reading text. التكست بتاعنا اسمه distance learning, و distance learning يعني التعلم عن بعد. أظن كلنا السنة دي اتعلمنا عن بعد واتعرفنا ازاي نقدر نشتغل from home to learn and to get information. When people cannot leave their jobs or families to study at university, they may choose to continue their studies through long-distance learning. This means that they can study online and at home using books, CDs, and DVDs that are sent by a university. There are also teachers that can be contacted for advice by phone or email. Some courses include summer schools and study days, usually at weekends when students can travel to a study center near to where they live. Students are tested on work they do during the course, and they also have to take formal exams. The British Open University, better known as the OU, was the first university to provide degrees through distance learning. The first students started the courses in 1971, and since then it has had more than 2 million students. It is now Britain's largest university with nearly 175,000 students. First degree courses like the BA or the BSc courses are open to everyone. For this reason, the OU attracts many mature students who did not have the chance to go to university when they were younger. It is also possible to study for a higher degree like an MSc يعني Masters. A small number of OU students are under 20 years old, but most are between the ages of 25 and 44. The oldest person to graduate was a man of 94. As well as providing courses for British students, OU courses are available to students in other parts of the world. About 25,000 students live outside Britain. Most students are in full-time work and may have their courses paid for by their employers. Many companies are happy to pay for such courses because they know that they will have employees with better qualifications as a result. Now, let's go to the important part, vocabulary and structure exercises with important multiple choice that we're going to do together. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. First sentence that we go, Khalid told me that he basketball the day before. That he plays, or that he had played, or that he has played, or that he was played. هنخلي بالنا. When we come to choose the indirect speech مهم جدا ان احنا نبقى عندنا نقطة مهمة عارفينها في دماغنا. Number 1 التنس بتاعي ايه هو؟ ترتيب الجملة ايه هو؟ التنس بتاعي يعني لازم يكون subject and verb ده ترتيب الجملة، والتنس بتاعي يتماشى مع الفيرب اللي بره. طب what is the verb? It's told it's in the past, so it has to be a past verb. يا past يا past perfect، يعني كل ما هو present لا يجوز. يعني plays ما تنفعش، has played ما تنفعش. عندنا اختيار من الاثنين، had played the day before يبقى بنتكلم على past perfect, so he had played basketball. We are going to interview the 5 best what for the job. شغلانة، مكان عمل، يبقى في ناس متقدمين للعمل، يبقى best applications، هل بنتكلم على الورق على الفورمز، ولا best appointments مواعيد، ولا best employers موظفين، or best applicants. تمام، best applicants هم المتقدمين الأحسن للوظيفة. Samira said that they spaced all of Cairo from the top of the tower. What did they do? That they can see all of Cairo. كانت ممكن تمشي لو كانت past، ما تنفعش كان وعندي said at the beginning of the sentence. طيب they could be seen، they could be seen all of Cairo passive form doesn't go. Could see or have seen. So Samira said that they لازم احط past، اخلي بالي يبقى could see all of Cairo from the top of the tower. A lot of tourists stay at that hotel because it has a good what? ناس قاعدة في اوتيل، يا ترى ليه؟ It has a good، يبقى بتكلم على منظر. Reputation، هل هو ممكن سمعة جيدة which can go. Repetition، تكرار. Research، بحث، or representative، المندوب عن المكان. طبعا it has a good reputation يعني سمعة جيدة. I asked Ahmad space he often wrote stories. I asked Ahmad that or whether or whether، وهنا الاثنين بيتنطقوا exactly the same، هنقول الفرق في المعنى. و I asked Ahmad does. I asked Ahmad لو أنا هسأل whether، طبعا أنا هختار whether لأن هي بدل if، يعني هي if يا whether. طيب which one would I take؟ whether الأولانية letter B or letter C. letter C معناها الطقس، الجو، المناخ بتاعنا، فطبعا whether تاني واحدة ما تنفعش، هي it's whether he often wrote stories. Ola has a lovely voice and often sings in a what? Ola has a lovely voice. She sings in a choice، اختيار، or clarinet، آلة موسيقية، or client، عميل، or choir. الكواير هو الكورال. So she sings in a choir. الكورال اللي هو لما بيكون في مغني وفي ناس ورا بيغنوا معاه، ده الكواير بتاعنا. My brother asked me if we space to the station. If we shall go، نفس الاختيارات اللي قلنا قبل كده نخلي بالنا. Or if we go، or if we went، or if we should go. My brother asked me if we، لازم نستعمل subject and verb، ونخلي بالنا الفيرب لازم يكون في الباست. حتى يقول لي if we went to the station، لا مش هتنفع. ليه؟ لأنه هو بيسألني كأنه بيقول لي shall we go to the station، فهنا المفروض تبقى كأني بعمل inquiring or request asking question. My uncle speaks Spanish because he once worked as the Egyptian what to Argentina. بيتكلم سبانيش لأن هو في يوم من الأيام كان إيه؟ He was a personnel، وبيرسونال هو شخص موجود في كفرد مندوب عن المكان. or president، هل هو كان رئيس. or ambassador، كان سفير. or he was a ruler، يعني حاكم. طبعا he speaks very good Spanish because he was an ambassador والambassador هو السفير. نوال asked me where space the night before. تاني بنسأل where يبقى نخلي بالنا السؤال بتاعنا، ما دام في where يبقى لازم عندي subject and verb. هخلي بالي subject الأول، هخلي بالي verb بعده، وكمان in the past tense. طيب where I had the night before or where have had، أنا شايفة الناس بتقول لا دي هتبقى غلط مستحيل لأنه ما ينفعش have had، تمام. or had I had or have I had، اللي بادية بهاف واللي بادية بهاف واللي بادية بهاد 3 question ما ينفعوش، يبقى where I had the night before. My grandfather left his house to my parents in his. My grandfather left his house to my parents in his well يعني جيد، in his wall جدار أو حيطة، will مش لازم تيجي verb will لكن ممكن تبقى وصية، وكمان wool يعني صوف، يبقى طبعا in his will. The teacher suggested that space the exercises again. That we do the exercise again كانت ممكن تمشي، بس suggested that we are doing, that we doing or that did we. طبعا suggested هي بتقترح، يا اما تيجي suggested to do doing، لكن ما دام فيها that يبقى she suggested that we do the exercises again. The factory closed and all the workers were made what؟ الجملة دي مهمة جدا لأنه الفيرب اللي بنستعمله هنا عادة بنستعمله passive. طيب they were made redundant يعني يسرح الموظفين، زي لما يتقفل مش هما بيمشوا الموظفين من نفسهم لكن المكان اتقفل وبالتالي ليه نقص الموارد أو لإفلاس المكان، الناس بيقولوا لهم خلاص thank you very much وتقدروا إن انتوا تمشوا، مش رفض لكن بنسميها they made، هنختار redundant or wall or will or wool، طبعا to make them redundant يعني يخلوهم يمشوا. سيد recommended space the ice cream. سيد recommended to try or tried or trying or that try. لما اقول he recommended لازم بعديها he recommended thank you very much he recommended trying. recommended لازم followed with ing. اقول لك I recommended visiting this place مش to visit this place. Ayman cannot apply for the job in the bank because he is not space to it. ما يقدرش يشتغل لأنه he is not what؟ he is not qualification تنفع noun؟ طبعا لا، احنا محتاجين adjective. he is not qualified هو مش مؤهل كويس. he is not quality or he is not qualities. طبعا شايفة الناس بتقول على طول لا هي qualified this is the adjective that we need to use، وطبعا كده مظبوط جدا. اوكي مستر زكي ordered us، وطبعا بعد ordered عارفين ان احنا هنحط to plus infinitive. ordered us to start running start or starting or started or to start. طبعا he ordered us لازم to plus infinitive يبقى to start running. If you have a degree from a good university، لو انت حاصل على درجة علمية من جامعة كويسة you will be very A، أكيد ده يؤهلك لشيء أعلى. You will be very employ is a verb. You will be very employment the noun. You will be very employable or you will be very employee. employee موظف، employment التوظيف، يبقى طبعا you will be very employable، وكلمة employable هنا معناها ان انت تبقى عندك مجال كبير للتوظيف، يعني تقدر تتوظف في مكان ما كويس جدا. The teacher told us that Russia space the biggest country in the world. The teacher told us that Russia. يا ترى هي ايه the biggest country in the world؟ Which would I choose؟ لازم اخلي بالي في الاختيارات. The Russia is the biggest country or where or has been or would be. احنا قلنا قبل كده ان احنا هنخلي بالنا في الاندايركت سبيتش ان احنا بنحط الفيرب in the past tense، تمام؟ لكن الجملة اللي عندي is a fact، وبما ان هي fact يعني حقيقة يبقى الفيرب عندي ما يتغيرش، لانه رشا is the biggest country in the world مش ممكن تيجي بكره تبقى حاجه مختلفه. etc. دي كلمه مهمه جدا is a what for etc. الاي تي سي بنشوفها كتير ونقول اي تي سي ويمكن ما بنعرفش ايه دي. الاي تي سي معناها اتسترا، واتسترا يعني وهكذا من كل اللي بنقوله. This is an abbreviation. هل هي اختصار؟ shorten تصغير برضو ولكن تقصير. small ولا reduce؟ طبعا هي ده بنسميها an abbreviation، والابريفيشن هو الاختصار او اختصار كلمة زي لما بنقول AUC the American University in Cairo. Okay, this is an abbreviation. Layla says that she's space ready now to go to the shops. Layla says that she was ready, or that she had been ready, or that she is ready, or that she is being. هنختار على اساس ايه؟ نفس اللي قلناه قبل كده. هنختار تاني الفيرب بتاعي past، الفيرب بتاعي لو was she was ready ممكن اقول she was ready، لكن انا بقول now، ومادام بقول now يبقى لسه هيحصل. ايه الحاجه الثانيه اللي تاكد لي انه present؟ ان عندي says. فانا لازم اشوف الفيرب اللي في الاول، لو لقيته present يبقى جوه هيبقى present، لو لقيته past يبقى جوه هيبقى past. يبقى اختيار is عندنا هو ده اصح شيء. فاطمه is very what? She always does her homework carefully and on time. So فاطمه is what? Is she unconscious؟ غير واعيه تماما. Is she conscientious؟ خلي بالنا هنا في الكتابه conscientious يعني حريصه مهتمه جدا. careful. conservative يعني محافظ، زي ما نقول ال upper Egypt people are conservative people. ولا convinced يعني مقتنع. طبعا فاطمه is a very conscientious يعني حريصه ومهتمه جدا بشغلها. We space about the price of a room at that hotel. رحنا اوتيل بنسال على السعر، يبقى انا محتاج verb معناه يسال. يبقى انا عندي we inquired which means we asked. we admitted يعني نعترف. we threatened يعني نهدد. or we promised. طب يا ترى انا عندي ايه؟ هقول طبعا we inquired يعني يسال. كانت ممكن تيجي بدلها inquired، ممكن كانت تيجي بدلها لو ما كانتش فيه about يبقى wanted to know او we wondered. وطبعا we asked كانت هتبقى موجوده. There was a space last night and many buildings were damaged by the wind. حصل ايه امبارح؟ المباني كلها اتدمرت بالرياح. يبقى لازم يكون عندي في كلمه في الجمله بتعرفني هختار ايه. يعني انا هنا ممكن اقول there was an earthquake، ممكن اقول there was a volcano، ممكن اقول there was a downpour، ممكن اقول يبقى انا هختار على اساس ايه؟ على اساس الموجود عندي. مادام it was damaged by the wind عندي pour، عندي thunder، gale or blow. طب الويند بقول عليها ايه؟ بقول عليها a gale of wind. gale of wind يعني هبة رياح، عاصفة رياح قوية جدا. هنتنقل تاني لكمية من الاكسرسايزز. الفوكابلري ده مهم جدا، والحل كتير عليه هو اكتر حاجة بتخلينا نقدر كويس نختار the words. The more you answer the better you get your results. My father advised me space to bed early because I had a test next day. He advised me، يبقى لازم اعرف بعد advised هكتب ايه. بعد advised لازم to plus infinitive. He advised me go، he advised me going، he advised me to go، ولا he advised me went. لسه بنقول he advised me لازم to plus infinitive. So he advised me to go to the bed next day. At what time does the sun this evening? At what time does the sun؟ الsun في verbs ممكن تمشي معاه ايه؟ ممكن shine، ممكن rise، ممكن set. طب انا بتكلم على evening يبقى ابعد تماما shine، ابعد تماما rise، ويفضل لي set. Does the sun up؟ Does the sun down؟ Does the sun rise؟ Does the sun set؟ لسه بنقول كل دول ما ينفعوش، مش هتفضل عندي غير the word set، و to set down يعني تغرب. The manager space to make us stay in late if we didn't work harder. في نوع من الإجبار شوية. طيب the manager what to make us late؟ The manager recommended يعني هل هو رجح to make us stay، or suggested or threatened or said. أقرر إزاي ويمكن أنا مش عارف المعنى؟ أول حاجة خالص لازم أبقى عارفها إنه recommend و suggest لازم followed by ing، ده لو أنا مش ببص على المعنى. وبالتالي recommend and suggest مش هيبقوا موجودين عندنا. يفضل عندي threatened ويفضل عندي said. واحد بمعنى يهدد، واحد بمعنى يقول. طب ارجع لمعنى الجمله، هلاقي بيقول ان احنا مش هنمشي غير متاخر لو ما خلصناش شغل. هل ده ممكن يبقى بس ساد ولا حاسين ان في شيء من التهديد؟ يبقى لازم يبقى he threatened that we would stay later if we didn't finish our work. Should I have fish or meat at the restaurant? I really can't my mind. مش عارف أقرر. بقول I can't my mind. ده هنستعمل phrasal verb. I can't make up my mind. I can't make up for my mind. I can't make or I can't make of. ما تعتمدوش انكم هتلاقوا 4 اختيارات مختلفين تماما. هنلاقي اختيارات قريبة جدا من بعض، لازم نبقى حافظين كويس قوي كل واحدة فيهم تعني ايه. وطبعا علشان هيعمل ايه، هيقرر ازاي، it's to make up my mind مش to make up اي واحدة من الباقيين. Mother said that we could watch television after what our homework. After it has to be، لو ما عنديش subject يبقى gerund من غير ما افكر. Finish cannot go. After have finished. After finishing، وهنا سامعة الناس بتقول أيوة after had finished، so طبعا after finishing your work. My grandmother has spent a lot of time reading since her what? She had spent a lot of time reading since her death, since her rewarding, since her retirement, و since her birth. طبعا death مش منطقية، و birth من ساعة ولادتها، و retirement هي دي معناها منذ تقاعدها، يعني من أول ما قعدت على المعاش. Haytham said that it's space hot that day. He said that it will be، تاني مش هننسى past verb في البداية، past verb in the middle of the sentence. It would be hot that day. It is hot or it is being، زي ما قلنا past verb, so it would be hot that day. Munir couldn't find work as a car mechanic, so he is going to as an electrician. He couldn't retrain or return or revise or replace. يبقى طبعا he couldn't exactly retrain as an electrician. خلصنا ال most important part المالتيبل choice. هنخش على الرايتنج بتاعنا، وعندنا finish the following dialogue. نقرا الديالوج كله عشان نشوف what are we going to use. Ali is interviewing Ahmed about a job in an animal's hospital. What is he going to say? Ali is asking a question. Ahmed says, yes, I have worked with a vet for 6 months. Where are you from, Ahmed? The answer هتكون based على الانفورميشن اللي مديها لنا. I'm from Cairo too، يبقى أكيد رد عليه قال له حاجة شبهها، وهيسأله سؤال إجابته I love studying spiders, I collect them. Ali is going to ask a question. The answer I have one here if you'd like to see it، وجملة تانية بعدها. It is not poisonous، and then Ali says something to end up the conversation. نحل مع بعض ايه اللي اتقال. Yes, I have worked with the vet for 6 months, so I can simply say, do you have any work experience or have you worked before? So this is going to be the answer. Where are you from, Ahmed? The answer will be I'm from Cairo. ليه؟ لأن الأنسر اللي بعدها بتقول I am from Cairo too، يبقى أنا كمان من نفس الجملة. Question I love studying spiders، بيبقى بيسألوا على الهوبيز بتاعته. What are your interests? Question from Ali. The answer I have one here if you'd like to see it. So the question will be really, and the answer will be it's not poisonous. The answer for it, thank you, but I don't want to touch it. آخر part عندنا النهارده is the translation. Let's translate into Arabic one of the important things that we had. Unemployment is a serious problem that the public and private organizations must solve. Al-Ahli Club won the bronze medal for the 2nd time in its history in the World Clubs Championship. فاز النادي الأهلي بالميدالية البرونزية للمرة الثانية في تاريخه في بطولة العالم للأندية. Dear students, by that and with all the number of exercises that we did today, this is a very important thing. I want you please to revise it, and I hope that you have benefited from all the exercises that we did. Most probably you will be repeating all this again to get more and more information about it. Thank you very much, dear students, and hope that you will do the best that you can do in exams. Thank you, dears, and goodbye.